All right, the watch list for July 26th, Tuesday. Fantastic day in the room today. And we just continue to keep doing what we're doing. The SPY, there's really not much action. This is July. And ever since we broke out to all-time highs, total low volume chop fest. But the individual low floaters are making some really nice moves. So we've got that's what we're focusing on. And we're looking for low risk setups. All right, so let's just start with CCCL. All right, this one out of the blue, 17.6 million shares. So I'm going to be looking for possible red to green or something like that, a follow up tomorrow. On an intraday basis, we added it to our gap playlist because we saw some pre-market volume. I mean, it probably had what, 50, maybe 60 something thousand shares in pre-market, which is a lot for this stock. Couple that with a low float, and it landed on our watch list and gave us a nice little 2-minute flag. I called it long at 360 with a stop at 341. It doesn't get much better than that. Next thing you know, there's the trigger. I said the next catalyst would be a break of Friday's high, and before you could blink, it was through Friday's high. It got halted. And I just realized this at the end of the day. I sold some shares literally at 475, and I sent a market order and got filled right at the top of that first rally. It was only like 300 shares that I sold there, but still kind of cool. I didn't realize it till later. Then it came out of the halt, pushed down, and then continued higher. This thing was insane, and because of the the low float and the intraday strength, and it closed fairly strong. I'm going to be watching that tomorrow. And as you hear me say in all my videos, I'm going to be watching that for the next several days, right? Maybe we don't get a great setup tomorrow, but maybe by Thursday, we can have another whole big move in it. Okay, so let's keep our eyes on that one. OPTT. I did actually make one call on this today because it was coming red to green here. All right, this was the opening 5-minute candle. And I called it long, like right here, and it pushed pretty quickly, like 20 or 30 or maybe 40 cents. I think my entry idea was in the low 990s. And within, let's see, these are 5-minute candles. So within 5 minutes, it was at 1034. This one's kind of starting to get played out. So I sold some quickly, came back down, and killed the rest. But still did okay on that one. It wasn't like my best trade of the day, as CCCL was. But because of its recent action, we're going to have it on a chart. See, we can just having it on a chart today. I think I made a few hundred off of it, right? Just on that red to green. So that's why you keep the recent high flyers on watch. This one could be a nasty trader, this KOOL, but you had a nice pop here, and it's done nothing since, right? Hasn't rolled over, hasn't gone up. You had a couple spikes here and here, and then today a little bit of a volume spike. So looking for a continuation. If it breaks 348, really should, if it gets through the half, 350, maybe it retests this high of 430 or something. I couldn't find news on it. Doesn't mean there wasn't news, but anyway, KOOL on a chart. Be careful with that one. It can trade pretty nasty. LPTH. In retrospect, I'm not thrilled with this one, just looking at the chart again. Sometimes you look at a chart and you think, hey, that's not bad, and then you look at it again. This one doesn't move very often. I do see some spikes up here, some back here, but it's been a long time since it made any kind of move. It made this move on just a little over 1 million shares from 154 to 190. So it'll be on watch, but it's probably my least favorite, which means it'll be the biggest run tomorrow, right? XCOM. You had this big pop here, gave back a lot of it, then today an inside day. This gets over 138, is interesting to me. Again, only with a proper intraday setup. We'll keep an eye on that one. I'm populating my watch list with the recent high flyers. If I have 10 of them on watch and one of them gives me a perfect setup, I can make my daily goal, sometimes 2 or 3 times my daily goal, just by having them on watch and being ready. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. Remember, I'm a day trader. I don't hold overnight. So any of these, sometimes people watch my videos and say, oh, you're an idiot. That thing moved too far, too fast, or they don't have any earnings, or I don't care. Okay, I'm just trading the charts, just trading the patterns. Okay, I'm looking to make, in other words, this list, I'm looking to make some money off this list tomorrow. I will be in cash by the closing bell, just as I am right now. Okay, enough of that. OPGN, you've just got lower highs since the big pop. Didn't do much of anything today, just lands back on the watch list again. Okay, CIDM, nice pop here, little flag, nice pop here. Now you've got a couple days lower. Super thin today, volume wise, 76,000, but doesn't cost me anything to have it on a chart, so I will. I always type this one wrong. ZAIS, no action in it today, just goes back on watch. Okay, GBR. zoom in a little bit here. So this one had that crazy move, and then I like the fact that it came down, significantly below Friday's close. I still think it needs to come in another day or two, but sometimes you get it a third day play, so it definitely goes on watch. TOPS, couple pops, and then today on lower volume coming in. That's one that, it just confounded shorts on both of these pops, I think, on an intraday basis. So shorts gaining confidence today probably, as this thing couldn't bounce at all. Sometimes then if that thing catches a bid, a stock like this, you can get another big pop. Shorts don't like to give up too easy, so we'll keep that one on watch. KONE, another insane, stock that moved from under 2 to almost 14. Couple days lower. No trades in it today. Just goes on watch again for tomorrow. I'd like that to come in about 2 more days, and then I would really be focused on that for a nice turnaround bounce play. And lastly, I have CERU. Pretty nice run here from 209 to 337 over the course of about 4 sessions, and now you're 3 days lower, retesting the 200-day from above, hitting the 8-day. So. And the volumes, really died down on this pullback. So this is a good setup for a potential bounce. We will also be stalking gappers in the morning for potential plays. That's where my best trade today came from the gap playlist this morning when we added CCCL to the watch list. That was my best trade of the day. Made 1,700 plus on that trade alone. So, a lot of times you can have this watch list, either whether it's a great list or a lousy list. It might not matter, right? Because you might catch a beautiful bounce or a gap play in the morning and just make your day. All right. So anyway, enough babbling. Have a great night. I will talk to you tomorrow.